everybody. It's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wildcard Sunday, as it'll be the Lions of St. Louis taking on the Washington Commanders. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Come on. Hey. Steady.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here we go.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
All play action. Here's Hooker. Jamison Williams. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Ready up. Cadillac.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat, and a first down. Throwing here, Howell. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Howell throwing on third down here. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Ready.
Short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Lions.
Okay, ready?
Gibbs straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Hooker's going to throw it. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, you know, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And room there to work it inside the 25. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first and 10, it's Robinson. There he goes, right side. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hooker now off play action. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 81 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Get it!
Quick throw completed by Hooker. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. Hand off now to Gibbs. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before it can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal. Here's Hooker. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And the defense offense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It got his man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions will take over.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ready, break.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Williams, the man in motion left. That pass caught. It's Williams. Down the left sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Hold the ready.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. This to Laporta, right side. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, 26 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Powell out of the shotgun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
They'll take over at first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party.
Ready, set.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
18 Cardinal, 18. Ready.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. That is caught by Laporta. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing. Hooker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Hurry, hurry.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On second down, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Back to throw, Howell. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the 1st. So here we go, 4th down. Howell rolling to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 21 yards away. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they'll get this well past across midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the St. Louis first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. All play action. Here's Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
This out quickly to Williams. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they go play action with Howell. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And they find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards 10. Powell, he'll look to throw it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down.
25 yards that time. Here's Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Robinson. Oh, nice move. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
65, 65, Buffalo 18.
Hooker now on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Hooker. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Hooker. And this one is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker. And This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown.